All right, good morning, everybody. It's Plasma 1945. We've got some music playing in the background, and we are getting ready for SATAC 2023 Garuda versus Alamo. We're going to do some coin tosses here. I've got heads, and if that's heads, that means that Team Alamo is going to the red side. And next I'm going to do a dice roll for our map selection here. And let's take a peek at that and see where we end up with our maps for today. Let me share out my screen so you guys can see the roll along with me here. And Rez, tell me when to hit stop on the map roll.
And stop.
All right, map number 5. Let the organizers know that. And we will switch over to the appropriate map. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up on the screen the possible maps that we might be flying on today. All right. So we've switched over to that. Let's see about our map change here. All right, good morning, everybody. It's Plasma 1945. And I could hear myself there talking for a second, Rez. I was watching my own.
Oh. See if my DCS loads. So how's your day going so far?
Pretty good, pretty good. I kind of, woke up. It's this stream is powered by coffee as one of our key items here.
I'm on my 3rd cup right now. I might have to switch over to tea.
Oh boy, that's is that healthy or unhealthy?
They're small cups.
Okay. And we've got 24 people watching the stream right now. So the question is the drink of the morning. And is it tea? Is it coffee? Or is it beer? And I'm going to start the poll here. Tea, coffee, or beer? To get people thinking here.
Server just restarted.
Server just restarted. I'm hearing rain. I'm hearing I'm just telling the team that they are going to blue to start. And Kenny and Ustio, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Team Garuda is not from North America, Rez.
Okay.
They're from Indonesia. So we have another international match. We've got Alamo, which is mainly a U.S. team, versus Team Garuda. GVAW from Indonesia. And I'm going to switch over to our screen here so we can start looking at the airplanes. So let's get people jumping into their planes. Team Alamo is taking blue side today, Rez. And I'm extra calm and quiet because I haven't had enough coffee. Which planes are we going to expect, Rez? There's a question already in the chat.
Well, Prez did have his, put out a YouTube video a little while back saying that they were, actually gonna adopt the J11 for this match. So...
should be interesting.
Very interesting to see Alamo flying J11s
Correct. I believe there was a term that was tossed around, and the term was, "Hell has frozen over. Team Alamo is flying J11s."
Yep, they are. They have Moldy, Sizzle, Prez, Generic, Gun, Metro Man in, all in J11s.
Oh boy.
This should be interesting.
This should be awesome.
I mean, we're pretty used to their style of flight, so
This is going to be very different.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to watch them adapt to this.
And we have some nasty weather. People can see everything I'm doing on my screen because I haven't switched my. I haven't got rid of my desktop. Let me get rid of that. There you go, guys. Sorry about that. Whoops. It's my fault. It's too early in the morning.
All right, so ID has, I'm only seeing 5 planes in right now.
Okay. Let's see who gets in here.
Yeah, looks like
I'm looking at some nice F-16s here from Team ID, and we've got a 90-second delay on the stream, so that should minimize any sort of inappropriate behavior, if you know what I mean.
ID only electing to take one J11. Oh, there we go. Rio is, I think Rio just popped in as the 6th method for ID.
Perfect. So I'll get a camera onto the Team ID. We're going to try to split screen side by side. And I swear I installed the Alamo liveries. But I don't see them yet.
There was a whole livery
debacle.
Yeah. Yep. So we'll probably have to recover from that over the next week.
Yep.
Sure
Now,
a lot of the streamers are probably running into issues with all sorts of stuff.
weirdnesses and behaviors, right? Now, I think, Rez, you might be too quiet. I would say if you can, mute me for a second. Just double check yourself on the stream. And for those who are watching, let us know if I sound okay and if Rez needs to be a little louder. I think he needs to be a little louder. Rez, do you feel like you need to be louder?
I have no idea.
And there's some feedback coming in from my headset here, so we're going to do some tweaking and such as we go along to make things better.
Now, speaking of other streams, there are another 2 matches, both being streamed later this afternoon. 1800 Zulu. We have Phoenix Task Forces up against us.
Up against Red Star?
Yeah.
Oh no, that means I have to fly in 3 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess.
So PPF versus Red Star. That's going to be on Airshow's channel at 1800 Zulu. That's the one you guys probably want to watch. But if for some reason that one doesn't seem interesting to you, Alpha Gator has the 45th versus BFG.
At the same time.
At the same time. Yep. Awesome thing about most of these streams is you can watch them after the fact. So show some love to both those guys. They're both amazing streamers.
Indeed. And I've got Alamo taxiing out. I'm going to do some technical troubleshooting here, see if I can get the second screen running with the Alamo liveries. So we're going to go single big right now, focused on Team Garuda from Indonesia. And for those who are watching, what is Garuda in Indonesian? Is it a name? Is it a location? Is it a secret code? Does anybody know? Oh, somebody says that it's the wrong logo? What? Did I get the wrong Team Garuda logo? Garuda. That looks like the right logo. That was the logo that was inside the zip file. I don't know. Oh gosh, Dynamic DCS. Dynamic DCS.
Yeah, that might be the wrong logo right there, man.
Oh my god, what?
For some reason.
Oh my goodness, what?
Seem interesting to you. Alpha Gate. One more cup of coffee, buddy.
One more cup of coffee, that's what it is. So the Team Garuda actually properly showed up on the other screens, but it didn't show up here. It showed up as, there you go. That's what happened. Just gonna override some screens here, and we're gonna fix things up while we've watched them taxi out. I totally blame everything on the fact that it's a little early. But we can totally fix this. This is all fixable. Thanks, guys, for pointing that out. There you go. We got Team Garuda taxiing out. We've got TAC View up on the screen, Rez. And what I'm going to do is, while this is happening, Rez, I'm going to let you talk about the sponsors while I try to fix deliveries on my second monitor and see if I can get those planes up and running with the proper Alamo liveries. So I'm going to switch over right now, and we're talking about the sponsors for the stream.
I think I just fell into that right there.
You totally fell into that. It's your fault, and you got to talk to us about Eagle Dynamics VKB, Magnitude 5, Deca, Heat Blur, Razbam, Lot ADC, and yeah. And I'm just going to do some fixing of the, see if I can get the deliveries for Team Alamo going. Over to you, sir.
Alright. Yeah, we've got some amazing sponsors this year. So, VKB, amazing sticks. I have some of their stuff, and no complaints. Magnitude 3, Deca, Razbam, some amazing modules. Now, I saw the F-15 got quite a few updates. I don't think any of that is really focused on like competition stuff yet. So we'll have to see if we get a readoption of the F-15 for comps. I haven't really looked into it too much. I've been pretty busy the last few days. Another couple awesome sponsors are TAC View. Different tiers. Yeah, amazing for the after action reports, stuff like that. Really, really let you figure everything out after the fact. But we do also have TAC View Live, so if you're doing unit training, stuff like that, you can connect to the same server, and you can actually pause the server through TAC View.
Now, Rez, what's the difference between TAC View and Lot ATC? People always ask that question. TAC View, Lot ATC.
Yeah. TAC View's definitely God mode when it comes to viewing everything, whereas Lot ATC is more real-time telemetry, RAWs, interception paths, stuff like that. It's, you're still dealing with I believe it's a 6-second delay, like the typical data link delay. So yeah, you're seeing the same information that all the pilots in the game see on their data link, but it allows you to coordinate or help people that don't have data link. So
just a different way to see the same information, kind of thing, right?
Yeah, yeah. You know, some of these guys are really good at the whole GCI role, and it's kind of like a really cool little playground for them.
Yeah, it makes a huge difference. I put the screens back up. Hopefully I can get the liveries going. I'm not sure what's happening with the J11 livery here. I do see the custom J11 livery for Team Garuda, but I don't see it for Team Alamo. Hopefully Prez doesn't get too mad at me. But we'll see what happens here.
J11 skins?
They do. So I've installed those. Those are their. They do have a J11 skin, and I really want to see it, but for whatever reason, even though it's in the same folder as Team Garuda, it's not coming up. So maybe there's some. It could be a plasma issue. Hopefully it's not, but we'll stay focused on the match here. Out. Yeah, I mean anything's possible. So I've got the camera for now on Team Garuda for this takeoff, and we'll switch over to Team Alamo after this flight. For the next takeoff, and let's do a quick check of their weapons. This is SATAC. We're allowed jammers. We are allowed AIM 120s, but we're not allowed AIM 9Xs. So I'm going to just do a quick validation of the aircraft that we've got here, Rez. Looking for illegal missiles. You can have as many spares as you want. And that's where the 18s would be having those missiles. And if you're able, Rez, take a peek at Team Alamo. And let's take a look here. These guys look good. Never hurts to do a double check. As long as you have 4 active missiles and no AIM 9Xs, you're pretty much good to go. And this is interesting. Valkyr in the back is choosing not to take any R-73s. He's not planning to get into a close-up fight. And we've got Cookie from Team ID, Team Garuda, and he looks good too. I'm going to really quickly check our folks over on Team Alamo and check all their J11s. Letting the guys that I'm doing a weapons check. Making sure everybody's up to speed. ER-ET combos, very nice, very nice. That's what I would be using as well. SD10s. I've got some combo weapons here as well. And those look good. Double checking these guys. I believe we are good to go.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
And before I take off, and we start off this match, I know people are waiting for it. I'm just doing a final check. Is everybody ready? And
blue ready?
And red is ready. We're looking good. All right. We'll start the counting. Starting countdown. There's a 6, there's a 5, there's a 4, there's a 3, a 2, a 1, and a go, go, go. And we're off, Rez.
Yeah, wow. That was a very rapid response from GVAW?
GWAV. I'm gonna call them. I'm gonna call them Team Gar. I see 2 aircraft in the air. I see 2 additional aircraft taking off from their side. All right, the first 2 aircraft are up from them. I see 4 successful aircraft taking off from the other side, from Alamo. They're using both runways to do their takeoff, Rez.
Okay.
Res, for whatever reason, I've got you a little quiet if you want to lean in a little closer to that microphone.
Yeah, I moved the mic up a little closer earlier. I don't know if that helped. Plus, I'm probably just quiet right now.
You're sleepy, aren't you? All right, and the last two aircraft are taking off. Flanker in the air, getting a little bit of jet wash. He's all right, folks. Oh, that F-16. Oh, that F-16.
Cookie having some work.
But they're all right, folks.
Yep.
And where's their flanker has got his gear down. Is he okay? That flanker looks good. He is up in the air and he's flying. And he's got the Indonesian flags. Fantastic.
Okay.
So it's finally happened. The power of SATAC compels you. You will fly Soviet aircraft. Go Red Force. I'm just saying this because I'm looking at Team Alamo here.
At Alamo, yeah.
All right, let's take a peek at our TAC views. Whoa, that doesn't look quite right. Where's my other screen here? TAC view. That's what I'm talking about.
Both teams about 30 miles outside the bubble right now. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see Alamo employs the J11 like they do the F-15, or if they're going full in on the flankerism. You know, like low, like come in high and fast, and just
Yeah, are they gonna fly it? That's a good point. Yeah, are they gonna fly like an eagle, or are they gonna fly like a flanker and sneak around?
yeah. Oh yeah, did you slide my volume up in Discord?
I did. I dragged your volume way up. Is it helping?
Alpha, is it better now?
Mic check, mic check. Remember, there's a delay, Res.
Yeah.
We got a 90-second delay to fight with. I have got you cranked up as high as I can. I'm going to turn my volume down, Res, and give me some talking.
All right. Well, it looks like GVAW. Yeah, going with GVAW. Looks like they're breaking out a little bit, whereas Almo's coming in a pretty tight formation. Like they are.
Yeah, so
they're going full flanker right now, man.
Yeah, Garuda is setting up almost like yeah, you're absolutely correct. So we've got Garuda setting up almost like a wall here. On the other side, you've got a really tight formation from Team Alamo. And they are doing a beautiful formation. Look at that, Res. We're going to keep a camera on these guys because they look good. We've got 6 flankers all flying together. The 51st would be proud to see that kind of airmanship from another team flying flankers.
Yeah.
This is great stuff. Now, did they forget to turn off their nav lights? I think a bunch of them did. Maybe that's on purpose?
Yep.
The weather conditions are mixed, so you know there's definitely some weather here. The teams still have a long way to go before they get to the bubble.
Well, I don't know about that. GVAW is only 3 miles out from the arbitrary bubble, and it looks like Alamo is about to break in right in the next minute or two. Thanks, Nathan. He said volume's good.
Oh, good stuff. I'm gonna try to reconnect here and see if I can establish multiple monitor support here. And meanwhile, let's go back to split screen with TAC view and see what we got here. So the airplanes are flying in. on their way. They still have some distance to go. 54 nautical miles and 106 nautical miles between them. So they're entering at almost the same time into the zone. I think Team Alamo has a couple of extra miles of advantage by getting a little closer in.
Yep. Looks like both teams are coming in co-altitude also, so this should be interesting.
They're making the dash. Now, I'm seeing a very interesting split here. So if I'm going to go, let's try the split side-by-side view. Here we go. We're back in business. It's looking pretty good here. And I'm seeing a very interesting setup from Team Garuda. They've got the F-16 and their J-11 in the south splitting off, while at the same time they've got 4 aircraft heavy to the north, whereas Team Alamo is just coming right down the center.
Yeah.
Again, in that very tight formation. Let's get a camera onto Team Alamo, and we can just watch to see what they're going to do coming out of that tight formation here. Pretty good separation. They do have a left-right organized.
Yeah, now, another thing, early on, Alamo did come in quite a bit slower, too. So, right now, their speed is roughly equal. So, they did pick up the pace, but kind of curious.
There's a split for Alamo.
If they... Yep, I think they saved quite a bit of fuel on that ingress. That is an awesome, very well executed split. So, Alamo bringing their A game.
They have been practicing, and we're seeing a 2-2-2.
And also just because, you know, they changed airframes doesn't change the fundamentals. So,
correct.
Good to see them transition.
And they're well within the bubble now.
Yeah.
But no shots fired. Everybody's being very conservative by the looks of it.
Yeah, we're still at 55 miles. So, probably next 10, 15, we might start to see some launches.
Indeed. But still quiet. Who do you think is going to shoot first? Is it going to be a J-11? Or is it going to be a NATO plane? And this is actually interesting because, well, the NATO planes are only on one side. J-11s are dominating the other side.
Yeah, I'm thinking first shot is going to probably come off of Rio.
Okay. Let's see what happens. We're waiting in silence. It's a tense moment here. And let's go satellite view just to make things a little better here. Now, what's happening here? These Cookie and Valkyr are just pulling off way to the side here.
Yeah. Looks like they want to go play in the mountains a little bit. So we'll have to see how that... We'll have to see what happens down there. Yeah. Should be interesting. Valkyrie is...
There's a first SD-10 out from Perez by the looks of it. The missile's going high. It's going into space. It's a very ambitious, it's a long-range shot. And this is a part of Alamo's space program. This missile's not coming back. It's already at 30 kilometers.
Okay, so we have a shot off from Rio. And
Dun-Dun's answering.
Yeah. Rio's still sitting high.
We got 2 ERs out. There's an SD-10 on Dun-Dun. That looks dangerous.
Yeah.
Can Dun Dun outrun it? This missile's getting close. Oh no, first splash hits Dun Dun, and an AIM 120 just takes out another Alamo
Moldy.
up to the north. Moldy.
Yeah. Now
Right next
we
to
have
his
this
wingman.
SD10 on Dalva.
Let's take a look.
That looks like it's still got some spice on it.
Dalva's defending. And he is down.
No,
SD10s get their kills. So 1 kill
so
on...
first pass, Alamo down 2. GVAW down
Garuda.
1.
I'm just calling them Garuda. Call them Garuda, Rez.
Garuda? Alright.
Garuda.
A Maligator. He's got a shot off. Does not look like the vector is proper. I think Maligator fired on a cold Prez. I don't know where that 120 is going, but an SD10 just came off Sizzle close on Mirozan
It's
in
tracking.
the 18.
Let's watch where it ends up here.
That looks like it has
It's chasing.
that's
It's
got
chasing.
heat on it.
As long as the pilot's flying smart, he'll be okay.
Oh,
He needs to
no.
pull some shapes.
No, no, no.
Oh, SD10 is
Mirozan
deadly.
Yeah.
Now it's
So
4v4.
we're back to exactly. Shot off from Maligator into the group of present generic.
This is a pretty ambitious
Cookie.
shot. 16 nautical miles, maybe 20 at the time it was fired. So 120
Now,
Prez is
true.
defending.
Just fired another SD10. If that is on Rio, Rio just committed into Metro Man.
And he sent
It
back a
isn't-
120 back as well.
Yeah. So I don't think that SD10. Oh man, I don't know. That's starting to look.
Who are we looking for? Are we looking
Valkyrie.
for Metro Man or
Valkyrie.
Valkyrie?
No, that's on Cookie. Oh no,
Cookie.
Cookie.
Cookie is down.
Defending
F-16
low.
up high, down, and Metro Man is down as well at the same time to the south. These missiles are deadly. It's 3v3. Holy crap, Rez. What the hell is going on?
This is insane. Like
Hey.
usually, oh, another SD10 on Valkyrie right now.
I'm watching the
that one's
A120 that despawned.
uh
There was a 120 on generic that just despawned. Okay.
oh, you know what? I wonder if that came off of who fired that. Someone was firing and trading, and I don't know if they when they disconnected they took their missile with them.
I wonder if that's what it was. Yeah, that was very close.
Yeah.
It would have hit generic. All right, this ER is
So-
not being guided. This SD10's coming in. Sizzle. Sizzle got a missile on him. There's rain down there, guys. So and clouds. Sizzle has exploded. He's hit the ground. He's ripped his wings
Oh,
by the
no.
looks of it.
So we are in a 2v3
2v3?
situation.
This
Man,
is the
this is
fastest
a
match ever.
even-
What just happened?
This is an even match. This is awesome.
Then there's two missiles
Both
right now
teams
chasing
bringing
Prez.
it.
This SD10
Now-
behind Prez is doing 400 knots. Is Prez
Yep.
okay? Prez, I think, is primed. He's pulled
Generic.
away from it.
Launching on, I believe, Rio. High shot. Rio with the response on generic.
I'm going to keep
Both
this.
of them defending.
Prez is coming in behind them.
Now, Maligator, I don't know. Rio defending hard. Maligator's kind of tracking out right now. Rio, I think he's got this beat.
Yeah, hear his engine. He's extending, and he's safe, folks.
Yeah, he looks safe.
He's outside of missile range. Well, that escalated quickly.
You see this SD10 just kind of floating around back here and
Let's take a look.
in the
The one that's
background.
on the beautiful pink sunset? Absolutely. That's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. All right, so 3v2. Let's do a weapons assessment here. Prez has all his nav lights on because that makes you go faster. You know that, Rez, right? If you turn your navigation lights on, it makes the airplane go faster.
Nice.
But he has
All right,
lots of missiles left. He's got lots of missiles. Generic.
Yeah, we're now Alamo converting this into a 2v1 situation to the south. Generic and Prez pressing Maligator. Looks like Valkyrie and Rio still trying to get sorted. Shot out from both Prez and Maligator on each other.
Let's see what this SD-10 is going. I'm going to watch the SD-10. It has been so far a little bit more dangerous missile, I would say. But then again,
Yeah.
I would be lying.
Maligator defending early. Hopefully he doesn't catch a mountain down through here.
But let's look at this SD-10. Sorry, M120.
Oh, that 120 might have a little bit.
This J11's turning into it. He's turning into
no.
it. He's turning into it. Boom.
Oh, with the super close Prez shot, SD-10 on Rio. That's just
Prez.
shy of 8 mile shot.
Missiles tracking. It's on Rio.
Rio.
We're in the clouds. Rio is maneuvering. He's trying to go for the notch of some kind.
He has that defeated.
Yeah, he's got some shapes in place. All right. Well, this is... I'm going to put a camera onto Mr. Prez here. We're going to watch everything from his perspective. He is the last man standing. He is the sole survivor, and he is going to bring the pain. Because that's what he has to do to win this, right?
That. Yeah. So it'll be interesting. 1v3. But Prez seems to be unknown. I don't know if Maligator sees him. Oh, Maligator is reacting to Prez.
They definitely see him.
Might be a little too late. They're at 8 miles right now.
There is data link in the server res. They've got their AWACS.
9M off on Prez. Prez not reacting to it. And
the missile flies right by.
Yep.
Prez is being aggressive. He's running in.
Holding it. Shot though. I wonder if he sees. Is he reacting to Rio and Valkyrie?
Okay, Prez fires off a missile. He's got a 120 on him.
Oh, ET on him. ET on Prez. That's a.
Prez going vertical.
Ooh.
Prez gets splashed, and Prez takes out an enemy in the process.
Alligator down 2.
2 folks
All
from
right.
Team ID Garuda remain alive. An F-16 and a J-11 after an epic fight.
That was a really good go.
That was fast. That was not boring at all.
No, there was a. Yeah, wow, that was a good fight.
And now they've got RTB and come back home. Hopefully they've got the fuel for it. There was a pretty fast fight. How far do they have to go back home to? Let's take a look here. They've got 94 nautical miles to fly. So they've got some ways to go. And we're going to watch some RTB res. I'm going to put up... how's our kill count here? Valkyr with 2 kills, Rio with 1 kill. So we're going to put a camera onto Valkyr. And I'm totally not biased towards flankers. Yes, I am. We're going to watch Valkyr. We're going to watch Valkyr RTB. Maybe get them side by side here.
Man, there were quite a few high PK shots that I didn't think were going to be high PK.
As Striker would say, things got spicy.
Yes.
There's victory flares.
Yeah, wow. So I haven't flown too much since the update. So I didn't see anything in there on tracking logics, but it seemed like the PL10s or PL12s were a lot more effective.
Yeah, it seemed like the missiles were definitely working. That was intense.
Yeah. Good show, though. Well done, both teams. Amazing flight.
And we've got some folks from both Indonesia watching. I don't know anything to say in the language of the Indonesia. And we've got 71 viewers, and some of them are also from the Comrade land. Добрый день, добрый вечер, ребята. Спасибо, что смотрите. Спасибо, что поддерживаете. And Alamo taking flankers. That's new. That's from Vehicle Res. Check out the chats.
Yeah, I saw that. I was watching that. Yeah,
I think they did great. Like, based on the fact that Alamo does not normally fly flankers, they did an awesome job.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be interesting to watch the second match, because I think Alamo was... This is the first match in the J11s. I'm sure they've flown it a lot and they've trained up on it. But, man, like, I think the second match, we could see 3 matches today.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I see the potential for that. I really do.
I believe that the language we're looking for is it's going to get even spicier.
Yeah, now, that does bring up a... I saw them talking about that 120C despawn. And, man, I don't know how the rules address that. Because if you have a missile out and you get splashed and you follow the rules to the T and you immediately despawn, so is your missile. So...
That's a good point. Yeah, I think you want to come down. You want to hit the ground. Don't despawn until you hit the ground. Make sure missiles stay airborne.
Yep.
Aw, whereas there's somebody from the Russian community who wrote, and actually in Russian it rhymes. It's flanker Sila Ariol Magila, so you can hear the rhyming there, right? Sila Magila, and the literal translation is flanker is power, eagle is death. Or eagle is grave. But for those who are watching, the F-15 is an undefeated aircraft in the real world, with I think over 20 confirmed kills.
I thought it was something crazy like 150 or something.
105 to 0, I think.
Yeah, something.
Yeah. It doesn't count if it's shooting down a MiG-21. I'm not counting those kills as kills. Yes, be mad at me. But, Rez, here's a question. Oh, there we go. Alpha Gator with the stats on the server. Thanks, Alpha.
Yeah, 20% hit rate. Nice. Okay.
And while they're RTBing, I'm actually trying to figure out the liveries for Team Alamo here, because they're not coming up.
Yeah, round 2. I might have to
Might have to bail out?
I'll probably do TACV Live.
Sounds good.
As long as that's updated. Man. Living on the road sucks when you come home and nothing's updated.
Understood.
So yeah, during damn, got like 20 minutes left on my
Oh my god. Zero is being toxic. He's asking when Alma's going to change their logo from looking like those eagles to J11s. Zero.
Oh, never.
Never. Come on, man.
Alamo, you know, that's a really good thing to bring up. Like, different competitions focus on different things, and it's nice to see teams that have been very strict in what they fly, adapting. Like, that's always a good thing to see for the community. So, good on Alamo, man. Like,
they're changing it up.
Yeah.
Eagles didn't work. They see some benefits to the J11s, as D10s, the jammers. They're like, we're doing this now.
Yeah, and, you know, it's never that they didn't like the J11. They just chose the 15.
Yep.
So, yeah, no, this is awesome.
And I'm still troubleshooting these liveries in the background, trying to figure out why they aren't coming out. Um, I am very confused. SU-27 to J11 conversion by Wyvern. Wyvern made this livery? Well,
That,
Wyvern's in our squad. I should bug him and make him fix this.
Well, they have the whole, the textures issue with, the recent update to DCS, giving us some amazing new skins on planes that we didn't think were ever going to get an update again. Dude, have you seen the interior cockpit of the A10A?
No. Is it super pretty?
Oh, dude, you gotta hop in it, man.
Really?
Like, it is. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a vast improvement over its former self.
Really?
But, oh yeah. But anyways, with that update, ED definitely changed some stuff that a lot of people in the skin livery designers definitely had adapted to, and found ways to give textures to the older planes to make them look good. So now that ED's kind of fixed some stuff, well, rather updated, yeah, a lot of the stuff that they used broke. So
right.
I think this is affecting. What did Striker come up with? Like, it sounded like almost 3,000 source
Potentially
file.
three. Well, so there was
Then that's
custom
pre-distribution.
textures. Custom textures were
Yeah.
made, right? And
Yeah,
it's those
so-
textures.
If you have one livery designer do one
Mhm.
download, there were 3,000 downloads, and then he redistributes that to a whole squad of 10, 15 guys. Like, you're potentially looking at like tens of thousands of liveries out there that just got smashed overnight. So
Yeah, that are questionable all of a sudden, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing some livery cleanups on my computer right now as we're talking, Raz, just to see if I can get Alamo's liveries up and running here. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm hopeful that I can get these liveries going to make things pretty while we watch these airplanes come in for a landing.
Yeah.
It's a long way to get home on this big map.
Yeah, and they were fighting past Bulls. Like, they definitely took the fight to the other side of Bulls. They were circling roughly 104 miles from their base. So it doesn't look like fuel is going to be an issue, though. So that's a good thing.
No, we're looking good.
Rio
found a
Yeah,
hole in the cloud that he's going to land into. Because you also have to come back and land, and it is nasty weather.
Yeah, now Valkyrie. He's more than got the glide slope, but
Landing is actually, I don't know about other people, for me it's a lot of pressure. Because you might have flown good and you might have to come back, but this is like, landing's pretty important. And the runways are slick and wet. It's like a slip and slide, Res. I had to turn my controls way down for my rudder when we flew this map last time.
you want to look at Valkyrie. Is he windmilling right now?
Valkyr. Sorry, what were you saying?
Is Valkyrie windmilling right now?
He's at 30 RPM. He's out of gas. You're absolutely correct, Resin.
Okay. So I think they only need one person to secure the victory. So Rio looking good on his final.
Yeah, he just has to be really careful here. If they can't make these landings, then it's a tie.
Hopefully that's decent on my side. Is there a pretty bad crosswind today?
There's one hell of a crosswind, yep.
Okay. Well, then that's not a bad heavy crosswind landing.
That's a
lot of
great
wing
job.
rock on the ground though.
Air braking, nose wheel hasn't touched yet. There it comes.
Still at 106 knots past the middle of the runway. The 16 does not like slick runways either, so...
Nope. All right, looks like Rio is now down to a safe speed.
Yeah, 50 knots from victory right now.
Let's keep an eye on our J11 that's coming in. He is doing one... What? Whoa, whoa, whoa. He got too close, Rez. This is really dangerous what he's doing. He's got his gear out. He's trying to cut his speed. He's down to 300 knots to 600 kilometers an hour. I'm counting on this pilot to be a rock star. Be a rock star. He's doing a straight in.
He's got a little speed, but that looks...
We're going to go for a nice cinematic view here, guys, as he comes down.
It's a spicy landing, but...
Spicy, but there's the touchdown. Great landing by Valkyr.
Now, does he have... Do you still have nose wheel steering when you lose hydraulics?
You do.
Okay.
It's the Soviet Jeep, man. It just works. It drives everywhere. It lands everywhere. I mean, you could land this on the side of the mountain. It's the magic plane. And he's doing a little bit of a stab flick at us, right?
Elevator. Yep.
Oh, yeah, elevator, yes. The elevator.
Yeah, no, good fight.
That was intense.
Yeah, GVAW.
Well done.
Well done. All right, and on that note, you want to take a...
We'll do a quick 5-minute break, and we will be right back, folks. And meanwhile, we're going to leave you with the sponsors up on the screen as we disappear temporarily. And we'll be back in about a couple of minutes after the reset. Are we back? This sounds like we're back.
I think we are. Okay.
It's pretty awesome. I like being back.
It's always a good time. Oh,
All
man,
right,
that
was intense.
crazy time for my laptop today. So all squared away.
Perfect timing.
Speaking
because nobody noticed.
Yeah, and one of our sponsors, TACView. I'm actually doing the TACView live right now. So
instead of being in the server and watching the match, you're actually using TACView to look at the map in real time.
Yep.
Very cool. Let's see if I can make that appear here on the screen. So you're looking at this picture of the aircraft, which is, it's a different way of seeing it. You won't see the liveries and, all that fanciness, but you're going to see where the airplanes are, who they are, what they do, where they go.
Plasma, what folder name do you have for J levels? Is it J level simply or J level A?
I've got Prez's livery in both, but I think they may have had a rename on their livery because all of our liveries are loading up okay.
Well, make them open one Lua file and that's it. Lua file description should match or should match folder name.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, guys, you're hearing Zero Sum's voice. Hi, Zero.
Oh, sorry.
You're famous. Everybody can hear you.
No, you're good,
hi.
Zero.
You better say hi to everybody. Oh, he's gone back to being a ninja, hasn't he?
90-second delay. Gotcha. All right.
Busted. Now everybody heard Zero's voice. All right, guys. So now that you've heard Zero's voice, now you're able to go in and start creating an artificial profile. So you can have Zero anytime you want. All right. So we've got the J11s from Team Alamo. I'm going to keep playing here because I think they may have had an update in their livery. That's one of the complications with livery is that, as you update and create new versions, things can...
Gotta get them out to everyone.
Yeah, and I thought I got their latest one, but it's funny enough, I was actually chatting with Prez about that a couple of days ago, that there's a new livery. And, yeah, I've got a file from January. Go figure. Oh my god. I figured out what's wrong, Rez. I'm an idiot.
Oh no.
I figured out what's wrong.
What'd you get?
Maybe. I don't know. I think I figured out what I did. Why delivery is not pretty. Let's try this one more time. They've got custom per pilot liveries, which is something you can do, so you can actually have a pilot's name on the side. And I'm going to re-download those and reinstall them, so maybe that's what happened. But the liveries for Garuda are pretty spicy looking as well. And they have a custom livery maker in-house as well who might be watching the stream. That's Jupiter. So Jupiter, these are very nice liveries. Very pretty. I like that you've got the flags on the J11s. I don't see the Indonesian flags on the F16s. And yeah, Rez, let me know if you can see my restream here on my screen. Might have lost Rez there for a second.
Yes. No.
Taxiing out. We're going to get these liveries fixed up so that you guys can enjoy the fancy views of the aircraft here. Team Alamo is going to show off their liveries one way or another. Plasma promise. Now, Rez, how is the taxi out looking on Team Alamo? I've got the camera over on Team Garuda as they're taxiing out. How's it looking on the Alamo side there? On taxi?
Looking pretty good. Like they are. That is a clean taxi. They're taking their time, and yeah, they're just what's that? Elephant parade or whatever.
Elephant walk.
Elephant walk, yeah.
Nice. And I'm just re-pushing these liveries across, and hopefully we can see some glorious looking planes here. In just a second. We've got Morazan in the front in the F-18. He's got AIM-120s. He's got Sparrows. And you're only allowed 4 active missiles. So he's driving on through. Keep an eye on the other aircraft here as they're taxiing out. Very nice formation from Team Garuda here. And Team Alamo is just parked on the other side here. Hey, Rez, still there, my friend? Because I've got good news.
Sir.
We've got
What's
the
up,
glorious liveries of Team Alamo on the screen. Brought to you
That's
by
awesome.
Wyvern. Oh, yeah, here we go. This is looking sexy.
Thank you, Zero.
Wait. And Dun Dun. Dun Dun also messaged me with a picture of the folders, and I realized that there's a subfolder for each pilot. Because many teams have just, yeah, they usually have just livery for the particular airplane. Well, Alamo went all out and they created per pilot liveries.
Oh, okay.
So very awesome liveries, well worth the wait. I will repeat this somewhere along the way here. I'm going to try to do that here as we speak, Rez. And see if I can somehow manage to... see, are they ready? They're getting lined up. What's Team Garuda doing? Did they just pause here in a weird parking formation? It looks like they're still waiting for additional pilots. Alright, guys, so you know what? While we're waiting for that, I'm going to flip us across to our sponsors once again. And I'm going to restart the other DCS session so that we've got glorious J11s on both sides. And I'm going to talk about the favorite thing I love, and that is my TAC view, because you know, with TAC view you can see so much stuff, but I always struggle with LOT ATC. I just don't think it's getting enough love in the community and enough guys using it. or is it just me because I don't use enough res?
Yeah, man.
Am I the weakest link here?
No, like you definitely have to have a use case for it. You know, currently, the way most matches are set up, like there's just not a good use case. So this competition's definitely an outlier because if there isn't AWACS, you get to use a lot of ATC. Okay. So I think that addresses it in a pretty awesome way.
It's all about how you use it and when you have to use it, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Now, VKB, any new gear and equipment from them? I know you're a fan of awesome gear. Anything new from those guys, hardware-wise?
The Stacks, I think, is the newest thing. Came out. Stacks is their new throttle quadrant. So everyone that I talked to that has one absolutely loves it. So it's being well received by the community. So that is awesome.
Okay. The Stacks.
Stacks.
Cool.
STECS.
STCS. Awesome. So hey, Rez.
You know,
I'm just reconnecting.
Yeah.
Do you see on TAC did the blue team pull out by any chance?
Looks like Dalva is taxiing right now, and then Cookie and Valkyrie are holding short.
Beautiful. Okay.
So interesting to see Garuda doing. Looks like they're going to do a single runway takeoff. So
kind of like a feed-on thing.
Potentially.
All right, Rez and Prez, all cameras are on Team Alamo because their awesome liveries are here with their Star of Texas, with their 27 ER next to the cockpit, and the message of "Come and take it, Rez." It's not a 120C on this plane; it's an ER.
Absolutely.
And it's glorious. They're stabilizers with the blue Alamo because Alamo is Blue Force. And if there is certain customization to each pilot, I'm not seeing those. There might be some hidden messages somewhere. Wyvern is an awesome livery maker. I mean, he was able to change the seat for Athena, the Red Star pilot, to make her seat pink, just to make fun of it. So you can do like all kinds of stuff, like change the fluffy seat in the F-16 pink.
Yeah.
Crazy. So this is his level of detail-oriented skill here is on display for Team Alamo's fabulous liveries here. And I don't, Rez, hopefully you can see my screen. I know you've lost your connection, so you're just on TAC view. But this kind of looks like the Ferris livery for the U.S. aggressor aircraft.
Oh, yeah.
It's got a little bit of that to it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
All right. All cameras are on Team Alamo. How are we looking here for readiness?
Looks like Cookie is just making his turn into the setup right now, so we should be getting a ready from them pretty soon here.
I'm just letting the red team know, in this case Prez, that they've got a chance to top up their fuel. It's their last chance, that the other team's almost ready. Just doing it as a courtesy.
Yep.
So that they
now another thing about so another thing about this competition is once you take off in an airframe, that airframe is locked. So Garuda both teams not having an issue there. So
Can't change things around.
nope. You can change pilots, just can't change airframes.
Once you're in, you're in.
Yeah.
And this time, Rez, I'm actually going to crank up my volume. I'm glad your sound's
Might be
working.
easier. Turn me down, I guess.
Nah, it's all good.
You've
got that sexy radio voice that people come to listen to. People come to listen to your sexy radio voice, and Plasma's freaking out. Oh my god, that SD10's gonna hit.
Love that blue spot scheme used by Indonesian Air Force back in the early 90s. Nice, Jupiter. I think it looks good too.
Very camo-y.
Yeah.
Is that a weather thing for Indonesia? I know there's lots of jungles, lots of islands, corals. Because you've been out to the South Pacific, Rez. You know how it is out there near Korea, Indonesia, those areas. You got a lot of those blue corals under the water.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess I could see the advantage of that. I mean, I just think it's a cool camo.
I'm counting her down. 8, 7, 6.
Good luck,
5,
guys.
3, 2, 1. Go, go, go. Here we go.
Immediate roll from both teams.
The runways are wet. There is a crosswind. Beautiful combined takeoff from Prez and his wingman, who is generic. And first two flankers are off and flying. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, second set of views. This time it's on a dun-dun. And True Metro Man. Here we go. Beautiful simultaneous takeoff again, Rez. It's clockwork.
Heck yeah.
And we got Moldy and Sizzle in the back.
So it looks like Garuda is they're being a little more conservative with their takeoff this time. I think they recognized the turbulence from last match, so
that was some serious turbulence last time. Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh, well,
did they make it?
The second two ship definitely gave a delay, but this third two ship,
they got wobble again.
Oh, Cookie, did he make it?
Cookie's up in the air. Cookie's up in the air.
Okay, good.
He's in the little F-16, following a big flanker. He's got a lot of turbulence to deal with.
Yep.
All right, we're off and we're flying. Let's go to the split screen with our TAC view here and watch the show. Hopefully the sound is okay and the volumes are fine. And maximum resin volume. And let's check in on the live stream, Rez. You know what? Rez, since you don't have the full view of the world, would you like to be the live stream man and see what people are saying there?
I have been. Yep.
If you got that close by, sir.
Yep.
Let's take a peek here.
Pump up the volume to max.
Yeah, res volume goes from min to max.
Yeah.
Popping some screenshots for both the aircraft here and both teams, so I can use them as a cover for this video once it's done. Now, as soon as this stream is over, well, at around 1800 GMT, there's 2 more streams coming up. One from AlphaGator and one from Airshow. Both will be on Twitch. And check those 2 fights out. And, of course, join the Discord for SATAC to be in the loop about all the streams and matches and teams and the competition itself as well. That's where you find all the details. All that information is in the description of this video. Just taking a look at the Garuda's F-18 as it flies in. Got a long way to go towards each other. Team Alamo's formed up. 4-ship formation. Beautiful work. For the Russian viewers, Alamo молодцы, летают красиво. Очень красиво летают, молодцы. Just making some airplane porn for you guys while we wait for the ingress.
Present generic, awesome little thing in TAC view. You can check out ranges. They're only 50 or 60 feet from each other. So good formation flying, guys.
Oh, this is just wonderful stuff that they're doing. Really beautiful. And Rez, let me know if you can see the stream on my screen here while I'm here in Discord.
Yes.
Beauty.
That as well.
So they've cleared the clouds. High AOA. Take a couple more screenshots here. And we'll switch from our glorious J11s to Team Garuda because Team Alamo has now entered the bubble. Team Garuda. They're doing a setup here. We've got 2 and 2 res. Malagator and Murzan in the center. We've got an 18-16 combo. Cookie and Valkyr. They're sticking together going north. And Dalva just in trail. Looks like they're just supporting. They're about to enter the bubble as well. And those are some awesome looking liveries as well.
Yeah, I do like that color scheme too.
This is very much your like style of being that hard to see, right?
Yeah, it's almost like an urban camo. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, whenever we're on Growling Sidewinder flying around with resin, I'm like, put on the Red Star livery. He's like, why? I'm going to put on some green ones so I can hide in the bushes. I'm not going to be gray. I'm like, fine. Because remember, if you don't have the livery installed, you just see the default livery.
Yep.
All right. Let's see, how are we doing here with the stream? 66 people watching. Stream is ongoing. Awesome. And
81 miles from Mirzan to generic right now, so man,
get it.
Sure this is gonna get the action just started last time. There wasn't too much delay in the action from the first missile to the end of the match. It was go go go. Like neither team really reset. So
It was spicy.
yeah.
Look at that beautiful setup on the side of Alamo. They're just fanning out.
Yeah. Now, what's interesting is both teams appear to be using the same tactics. So, Alamo, either one or two things. Either A, Alamo went, okay, we messed up here and here, right?
Yep.
That's why we didn't walk away from the victory. But we know what we're doing can win. So let's keep doing that, right? Or it's just we train this way. Let's not change it up on game day. Let's go with what we know works kind of mentality. So man, it was so close though. Like I could have seen that last match go either way. You know,
Oh yeah.
Both teams absolutely brought the show. So
this is an interesting setup. Like that big offset that's happening here.
Mm-hmm.
This is pretty significant in my books, Rez.
Well, and it looks like that's being addressed a lot quicker by Alamo too. Alamo protecting their flank a little more this time.
Indeed.
Honey Badger, any attack in this round?
There's missiles out, Rez.
And
There's missiles out. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got first couple of missiles. They're tracking across here. We've got an ER from True Metro Man and an SD-10 from Dun Dun. And the ER has gone stupid. The SD-10 is still tracking, and I believe that SD-10 is on Valkyr. No, hang on, that ER just maneuvered. Is that ER tracking? And where is Valkyr? Valkyr survives both missiles. Sizzle is offsetting south and setting up a formation. Give me that strategic view, Mr. Rez, and I'll keep clicking on the map.
I'm adjusting right now.
Sound
now
good,
this
buddy.
120 on generic. He's got missiles coming in from both sides. Actually, that ET might be on Prez.
The ET's fine. He got flared out. Let's keep an eye on generic. Generic is diving and extending. He's got a 120 behind him somewhere.
He grounded that one, but there's another 120 off a cookie on generic.
Alamo's not pushing in. They know. They're like, hey, this is a dangerous fight. We're going to play a little bit more conservative now. Everyone is chilling.
Yeah. Very different fight.
And I am missing a pilot from Garuda, Rez. We lost a Garuda pilot.
Oh.
Prez killed Maligator in the first pass with an SD-10. So it was Alamo that got the opening kill.
Valkyrie with the SD-10 across. Are we missing a second pilot from Garuda?
I think we are. What just happened?
I don't know.
Okay. Maybe a disconnect. We'll double check afterwards. Let's keep an eye on the fight for now. Lots of missiles flying around.
Oh, generic Prez.
I know Prez got one kill for sure.
Yeah,
and Dalawa just got hit. Dalawa's going down. Team Alamo's bringing it back hard.
Oh, down to the south, what happened? Rio on the first pass. Got taken out by Moldy. Okay.
And Generic got taken out as well. So it is 5v2.
Alamo definitely bringing the heat the second round.
Very much so,
I
yeah.
predicted, and match isn't over. But I do remember predicting a third round.
All right, Valkyr's
So
turning in, popping an R77. Is that SD10 is not tracking? Dun close-up shot. SD10 versus ET. I'm watching that SD10. Valkyr's extending. I think Valkyr might be okay. Is Dun doing anything? Is Dun?
I don't think he knows it's there.
He's pulling away. Here comes the missile.
Close. So close.
It flies right through him and he blows up.
Oh.
Valkyr gets a kill. Running away from that missile himself. He's okay. 2v4.
Looks like... Is that a friendly shot from Mirozan on Valkyrie right there?
Looks like it. He dropped lock. It's a 7p. It's no factor. It's no factor. It's pulling G. What? It just killed a what? That was a blue on blue. Morzan's aim 7p went active and killed his...
How did that go active?
It was pulling G the whole way. That missile's supposed to be only...
Yeah, but...
Morzan was facing the other way.
Yeah.
Do we have active 7Ps now?
Okay.
You better rewind that track, Rez, and take a look at it in TAC view.
Okay.
As D10 from Prez on Morzan. He's left all by himself.
Ah.
What do you see, my friend?
Yeah, that 18. That should not have connected.
Yep.
Huh.
Do we have magical 7 Papas that track everything?
I don't know.
Interesting. Was he jamming? Was that a home on jam shot?
7 can't home on jam. I don't think.
I don't know.
Shot from Prez, I believe. SD10.
Yeah, that one's trashed. I'm just looking at the shot from Moldy. So, Rez, drag your time slider forwards as much as you can, because if you were rewinding, you're not in real time.
Yep, I did.
There we go. Got a close missile chasing Morzan down. I think Morzan's okay. He's in the weeds. He's fine. He just has to make sure he doesn't hit any mountains. He's in very treacherous terrain down there. He's hiding in the bushes. Alamo is pressing in. Smart
I guess
move.
the 7 can home on jam.
Is that in the comments?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. Now we know.
Prez and Metro pressing with Moldy. He's got some depth. Sizzle, even more depth.
Yeah, this is a very bad position for Morzan. ET-ER combo. 7p out for Morzan. If he holds this lock, he may die.
Another aim 7 off the rail. That looks dead.
Morzan's defending. Did he pop any flares for that ET? One missile flies by.
He looks spicy.
Right behind him, and there's a hit. Morzan is down. And the 7 is trash.
Yeah.
What a comeback. Well done, Alamo. 4
Yeah,
pilots.
fucking Amazing flight there, gents. This is a role reversal, right? Like, is this just red gets the victory? Like, certain group with Star likes to see?
I don't know. Well, let's see what Red Star can do today. while we're doing the stream in the background, I am very busily trying to reorganize pilots for our fight in about an hour and a half. Because we've got a couple of folks who had life happen, and so we're just adjusting on the fly. Great fight, though. Who got the most kills here? I've got Prez with 2, Moldy with 2. Murazan is -50 for splashing his wingman. While they're RTBing res, I'm going to rewind back the stack view and we're going to look at it for a sec. Because there was a whole bunch of crap we missed, I think.
Well, that first pass, that was interesting. Like, on the first round, we didn't have any first pass kills. And then to see him get into that initial tussle and lose 2 planes in the first volley. You know, and if your command and control element goes down, you know, we don't know who's calling the shots and stuff like that. But if either of those planes were command and control, then that
You're
can
in trouble.
Definitely, affect the outcome.
All right, so while Prez is climbing through the clouds, I'm going to turn down the volume of the soundtrack here, and we're going to look through this fight here from TAC View, which allows you to replay fights, and just go to tacview.com and just download it. All right, so here's the 2 shots, Rez. I've got one off of Metroman and one off of Dun. Those missiles didn't do anything. But the missile that was fired from Moldy at Mach 1.2 at 43,000.
What was the range on that shot?
That was a 30 nautical miles. Very respectable, very respectable.
Yeah.
And that missile got to altitude of almost 18 kilometers and came like a bomb onto Dalva. No, onto Rio. This missile hit Rio at Mach 2.9. 2.9.
Was that missile on a blind spot?
They were making a turn. I don't think they were defending quite correctly. Maybe it was a blind spot. I can't tell. I think it was a blind spot there, yep. Because just when it went pitbull, they were making a turn to show President Eric. Excuse me. Let's see here. More missiles being fired. Top down. Prez, no, the missile was on generic. There you go. The next hit, Rez, was on Maligator.
Yep.
Another long-range shot, and that took out the F-16. And then I believe we're might see a loss here from, was it Alamo? Because we got 4. We've got 6 Alamo. Very close range aim 120, I think, from Dalva on to generic. That's going to get him here. Yeah, generic gets chased down by this aim 120 and gets taken out. Sizzle outruns his missile in the middle here. And at this point, Cookie also went down. There was 2 rapid losses. One was on Dalva. It was an SD-10. And it pushed Dalva down, and Dalva got hit. And then there was another missile on Cookie. It was a very fast missile that just smacked him and took Cookie out. They were flying these airplanes like Eagles, Rez. Everybody was high and fast from Team Alamo and from Team Garuda as well.
Yeah.
So very intense fight. Now, Rez, I think you've got some superpower channel permissions. Do you have the ability to do a poll in our chat on YouTube?
No, I have basic permissions.
You don't have polling ability in the bottom right-hand corner there?
Not on this Discord.
Oh no, on the YouTube channel. On the YouTube stream. See, you got those powers. I upgraded some of your permissions.
Okay.
See
yeah, give me just a second.
See if that works. We're on Caucasus, but there's quite a few other maps here in this competition. Syria, Persian Gulf, South Atlantic, and of course Caucasus.
Oh, 44% said coffee from earlier.
Awesome. If you look at the bottom of the chat, Res, do you see any buttons next to the chat window, like a little plus?
No.
Okay, so I will review your capabilities, and I shall grant you more powers. Now, do we need to close this poll first? Coffee is the winner, okay, and that poll? Now do you have a little plus there? Maybe not. So,
negative.
Let's do a poll. This is going to be a contentious. Round 3 goes to bum bum bum. All right, there's our choices, Rez, and people watching. Get your votes in. Vote now. Now, Rez, is this the first one for us to go to 3 rounds?
It is.
I don't think we've streamed a 3-round match before.
No.
We might have co-hosted with Banana and Aces when there was a 3-round match. Maybe.
I don't... Wait, hold on a second. How does Aces go to a 3-round match?
It was like those. It was the Aces like Grand Slam 7v7 thing.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I think maybe.
I was thinking conventional Aces.
Oh yeah, conventional Aces. You just run out of targets after 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Like the whole ground's just destroyed.
Yeah.
This is epic. I am so grateful to have this ability to stream and to see excellent formation flying. This is great job, Prez. Great job, and team, and Garuda as well. They did a great job on the first fight.
Such a flip of the script for the second round. Like, yeah, it's pretty awesome to watch. So
they brought it.
Yep.
Now, can they land it?
You want to go over the while we're on our way back? You want to talk about the sponsors again?
Absolutely. Let's flip back into the sponsors view here.
So somehow I completely missed Heat Blur.
Well, it's because
It's the biggest one up
it's
there.
the biggest name there, right?
Yeah, I just saw it pop up between the score, and I was like, wait a second. Like, that's awesome. I know a lot of people were disappointed about the Phantom not coming out with this latest patch, but I totally get it.
It's coming out in 2 weeks. Come on, Rez.
Oh, God.
I know.
No, it's going to be interesting to see how this year goes. You know, like open beta and stable merging. I think they're going to have to be...
I think it's going to be very
a little more
positive for the
vigilant.
community.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to be a little more vigilant on the updates that come out. So that potentially means that might have a little more time between updates, because I think they said their update schedule is going to be 6 weeks. But I'm kind of curious how that affects the developers of modules, because now they don't have the time to, you know, they can't say, okay, it's good enough for open beta. Let's finish working these bugs out. Right now, it's got to be ready to go. So can't help but think that that's gonna definitely slow down the injection of new modules.
So, you know what I have a feeling with? I have a feeling that as much as there was open beta, there's also the closed beta community, right? So people think that open beta is like the beta, right? But there's also the closed beta community. Like, I know that
Yeah, there's
certain
the alpha channel too.
yeah, certain squads have had access to like multi-threading for 6 months before it became available to the rest of us. So I think there's a lot of testing happening there now.
Yeah, but and they must have made some refinements to that to kind of look at the big picture and go, do we really need 2 beta testing systems? So
Agreed.
you know, products were still going through that, and then the open beta process, and then on to stable. So
There you go. I'm doing some fancy camera work for Mr. Prez here as he's coming in for a landing with his crew. They're doing some very fancy flying res. This is pretty... I mean, it's pretty, but...
is this the overhead brake that we're going to see?
Possibly, yeah. Let's see what happens here. They're getting into a nice 4-ship formation. A little close. There's a lot of turbulence here. These pilots are doing a great job flying, but as soon as you get close, it's turbulent and windy.
Yeah. Well, no. Garuda won the first round, and Alamo came back with the victory in the second round.
And there's the overhead
it
brake.
looks like we have... Yep. I wonder if they're going to do the 2 or 3 second. Yep.
Extra some flares back there. I like that.
Yep.
You gotta celebrate every victory. And quite a few missiles these guys are bringing back. So all that formation flying res, they were doing it with quite a few missiles attached. So adjusting, you know, that. All right, we've got a gear down on Prez.
Yep. And it looks like good spacing in the pattern, too.
And Prez is bringing back 2 R-73s and 2 SD-10s. This is looking pretty sexy.
Is he dumping gun ammo right now?
No, that's rain.
Oh, I only saw it just to the right of his nose.
Yeah. It's because the J11 has a light that points. See,
Yeah.
it has two lights, right? One straight ahead and one slightly left.
Oh, okay.
So here's a question: why does it have a light pointing slightly left? Is that for carrier operations? Because I don't think the flanker has that.
The J11.
Yeah, only the J11 has that light.
Carriers.
I know, but I don't know. Do
Oh.
you like Chinese pilots look at something on the left side that the Russians don't?
Maybe that's. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder if they've got like a meatball left of runway.
On Chinese runways, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get a
Or
camera.
maybe they always lean to the left to look around the hood on high AOA landing. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting. We'll park the camera right here and we'll wait for these guys to come in. Let's get a little more brightness here, because as soon as you start the match, it's actually getting pretty dark, and then the sun does set. So the longer you end up flying, the darker it gets.
That's cool.
All right, there's Prez coming in.
Are Moldy and looks like Moldy and Sizzle might do a 2-ship landing.
Well, Prez has secured the victory.
Yep.
And so far, in our completely unscientific poll, 54% of the people are voting for Alamo, 29% for Garuda, and 17 people are holding out for the ground.
Now, if we go to a draw in the third match, do we go to a fourth match?
That's a zero question.
Yeah.
And then you're streaming it all by yourself from TACView. I gotta go fly a match against BTF. Oh, here comes a smoky flanker. Right into the camera. Boom. Good touchdown. Now, is that a two-ship coming in?
It is.
Almost synchronized, but it's tough to do it right here. And there's one. And there's two. All aircraft are down. Flares, anyone?
Well done, Alamo.
That's what I'm talking about. Flares. All right, Zero, make your magic to reset this thing. Now let's go to round 3 here. And here comes the restart in 5 seconds, Rez. Do you need to take a break? Do we need a breather of any kind?
Yeah, let's take
A couple minutes here?
5. Yeah.
All right, let's do that while the map gets reset. All right, and we'll be right back, people. Thanks for watching.
See you guys.
The sound is back.
Oh no. Were we just quiet that whole time?
We were quiet that whole time, but that's okay.
It's
It's all good. It's all fixed now.
It's funny how once you say his name, he just disappears.
Sound is back. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm just not used to 3 rounds, man. I just start falling apart after 2.
I know, right?
There's a second set of takeoffs. All of Alamo's in the air. They use the dual runways. 2/3 of Garuda are up in the air.
Yeah. I've always got my eye, after the last 2 rounds, I've got my eye on Cookie for the takeoff. Taking off next to a flankers. We're off in the 16. Oh.
Is he okay?
We got some sliding. Are they airborne?
I think they're airborne. I'd say fast forward just a little bit on your attack. I think you might not be at the very end.
Nope, I am.
Oh, beauty. Yeah, we got both teams in the air. I count 6 for Alamo. I count 6 for...
Yep, they have 6. 6 for Groot.
Still no sound. What?
What, really? I can hear you.
On the stream?
No. I'm checking right now.
The sound is back. Oh god, there's my scream saying the sound is back. It's all okay. We're gonna calm down. I'm gonna calm down because I sound loud and obnoxious. Rez,
you're more than good, man. You're making up for my. This is an early stream, so you're making up for my lack of energy level.
All right, let's go TAC view. We've got airplanes in the air. Let's get this map running. And reconnect to our TAC view and see what happens here.
Is audio good again?
Audio should be fine, yeah. I heard myself screaming that audio is back loudly. Very annoyingly.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll stop now. Okay. Team Alamo's doing something funky here. Doing some repositioning. I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing some weird element changes there, Rez. I'll let you keep an eye on them.
Yeah.
Garuda's sticking to what works. They're coming in their standard wave.
Am I? Okay. Nope. They're just so close. I thought Alamo only had 5 there for a second.
Oh, they're doing that fancy formation flying.
Yes, they are.
And let's put a camera onto these Alamo guys as well. And we'll spectate both teams as they come in, Rez, just so that there is no accidental favoritism that people might be calling out.
Mm.
Because every time I watch a team come in, that team wins. I don't know how or why, but it's happening.
So, by watching both teams, are we going to force the draw?
Yes. That's our mission.
All right.
After the 3rd round, we go down to helicopters. They all have to get into a helicopter and fight it out.
In Hueys. Not just any helicopter. Hueys.
Multi-crew, duh.
Yeah.
Right?
3 on 3 Hueys with 6 pilots.
No, 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 no. They jammed everybody else in as gunners and stuff.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like one CPG, one pilot per Huey.
One CPG, one pilot, and then 2 door gunners.
Is that working?
Oh yeah, I was doing door gunning the other day.
Oh, were you? Okay.
Yeah.
A while back, and there was massive desync issues preventing it from happening. So
we've got red in the zone, and you know what? I wish that Eagle Dynamics would make the SD-10 a default missile on the flankers. We know it works. We know it looks good. Please turn it on.
Yeah.
Make it standard.
Oh, I mean, some FC3 did just get some love, so they might be kind of doing a refresh, trying to catch everything up for Vulcan. Well, I'm assuming.
Well, and what's interesting is if you look at the, I'm just looking at one of the Garuda planes, but if you look at the airplane, the center pylon mounts the missile properly. It's just the outer pylons that fail to mount the missile. So if you look at Alamo, right in the center, that SD-10 is in the right position. Or but it's the just the outer 2 pylons under the engine nacelles.
Yep. The highly aerodynamic pylons.
Yes, the magical ones.
Mm-hmm. They just hold them there with like a maglev system.
Yes, the Elon Musk, what do you call that thing? Mag train, Hyperloop. Hyperloop.
Okay.
All right, so Team Alamo
looks like
split.
Yep, and starting to pick up speed too. So they came in once again, very conservatively, watching their fuel. I don't think fuel's been an issue. Well, no, we had who is that? Was that Valkyrie that ran out of fuel on the first sortie?
Yeah, he had to drift in.
Yeah.
So it gets tricky. It definitely gets tricky out there.
Yeah, right now we have 70 miles from Alamo's generic to Maligator. 16. So and it looks like we've got
Rangers are trying to close up.
Yeah. It's like Moldy might be shifting. What would the deal with that? There is quite the speed difference here, though, and altitude difference. So we'll see how the 2 ship of Moldy and Sizzle do against that.
Yeah, the enemy aircraft for Moldy, aka Maligator, is coming in fast. I mean, these guys are doing Mach 1.5 at 40,000. Yeah. Alamo is at 36,000 on Mach 1.1. They haven't gone gate yet. And they can see the speed.
I just saw them start to pick up some speed. So they were at 0.8. And
is it enough time?
Man.
We've got Maligator's coming. He's 42 miles.
40 miles, yeah.
I mean, they're picking up. They're Mach 1.2 now. They're cashing in. Dun 27 ER 47 miles.
Maligator launch on generic.
There's that missile, yes.
It's a 30-mile shot. It's not necessarily a low PK. Oh, shot out from Delva, too.
Mm-hmm.
Into the 2 ship of Sizzle and Moldy.
Now, how's this
return shot from Press. Yep.
And they're all cranking out. They don't want to get caught flat-footed. Prez's missile is very fast. That missile is doing Mach 3.6 res. And it looks very dangerous for Alligator. He's not defending. He's not respecting that missile. This is not looking good.
He's just defending now. Oh, he pops off a 120 last second, and I believe generic. That does not look good for Maligator.
Maligator's out of here.
Maligator down on the first pass.
There's a very ambitious 27 ET that is being fired in. Override, it's not tracking anything from Valkyr.
No, it seems to be tracking.
1G.
I've
1G.
It just corrected.
Oh. Okay. Interesting.
I'm not seeing anything out of it anymore, though.
How are things up north? Everybody's being defensive. There's a big spread. What I'm seeing here is I'm seeing a big spread on the screen.
Yeah.
Like, on one side you've got Alamo tight together. The biggest difference in range between them is 15 miles res, whereas Team Garuda's spread out across 35 miles.
Yeah, this is interesting because we're seeing a very decidedly different match. Every single match, these guys go up. Oh, we've got a shot from Cookie, a 120 into the center group, possibly res or generic, with Dun Dun responding to Cookie. Looks like that second 120 from Cookie. Oh, it acquired.
Is it
it's
tracking?
True Metro Man.
Is it still fast? It's still very fast.
Mach 2.5. Metro.
Metro's descending.
He's not dangerous.
Oh, flies right by Metro Man. He just does some BS, and it just does its own thing, man.
Prez dealing with a Mach 1.6, 120, probably no factor. Sizzle responds with an SD10 on Valkyrie as Valkyrie puts an ET that's not tracking onto Moldy. Valkyrie responding back, double tapping. Oh, missile on missile impact.
Missile on missile.
Like that
that SD10 on Sizzle looks dangerous, though.
It does.
Sizzle, what are you doing? Are you defending? Are you defending? He's not defending. Sizzle is down.
Sizzle's down. So we are at a 5v5 right now.
All right, we're exchanging another pair of missiles here. Turning the labels back on.
We got a 120 from Rio into the group of generic Dun Dun and Prez. Looks to not be tracking.
Maybe I think it's on generic. Oh no, it's just been notched. It just went stupid.
Yep. Now Moldy looks to be either flanking or out of position right now. So True Metro has two 120s on his 6. No factor, but definitely pushed him out of position.
Dalloway just fired a really long range on Moldy. It's a 20-mile shot. 40 kilometers.
Moldy responding with the SD10.
Now Dun Dun versus Valkyr. SD10 on SD10. 14 miles. Which missile has more speed?
Yeah, Dun Dun immediately firing that and getting out of there.
I'm more
that SD10 is Mach 2.3 on his 6 descending.
Does Dun Dun have the ability to get away from it?
It looks like it's going to be no factor, but close. We'll see.
Yeah, and then up north, Cookie's pairing with Moldy. Moldy's up there by himself, and Cookie's up there. And this, these are some really long-range shots. I mean, Cookie's at 42,000.
Oh,
he is
what
high,
just happened?
guys.
Was that a missile on your stream?
No.
That hit the ground? Oh, okay.
I was not looking. But I was just saying Moldy was really up high. But he is running out of missiles very quickly.
Cookie taking a 26-mile shot on Prez with a 120.
It was a very fast missile, and he was at 42,000 when he fired.
Oh, what's this 120 coming in right now down to the south on True Metro Man? That looks hot.
Hey, he's down. True Metro Man got taken out.
So we are in a 4v5 right now.
Can Prez get away from the same 120?
Yeah, Rio dealing with the SD-10. He's turning back into it. Is he going to beat it? Looks like he beat it.
He's okay. Prez, that missile's right on his 6 o'clock. He got away from it. Prez just did a vertical Immelman. He's turning back in hot. 4v5. Prez is pushing the offensive. Moldy, Rio.
Rio with the shot out on Moldy. Moldy sending one back. Trading Fox 3s. Moldy immediately. Oh, Moldy was high.
Yeah, and Rio's even higher.
Yeah.
That 120 is looking very dangerous here on Moldy.
Well, Cookie just came around the backside at Mach 1.6 and lobbed a 120 into the mix. Believe that's going after Moldy.
Moldy survived.
Moldy losing a lot of airspeed in that climb, though. Can he deal with this Mach 2.5 120? Moldy has got no energy.
But he's got a few
It
miles.
looks like the one.
SD-10 from Prez on Dalva. Dalva's low.
Oh,
He's
that's
trying
a
to
hot
defend.
one.
Can he lose it in the ground clutter? He's popping flares. SD-10 sucks down low. Unless Dalva turns into it, it's trashed. Just don't turn into it, you'll be okay.
Oh, Moldy. Moldy. It's a slow missile. And Moldy is out from the stalled and falling SD-10 in the backfield.
He died?
He died. Yeah, that missile had no energy, and he just he was trying to regain his energy, and that just put him in the path of the missile. That's
that Mach 2 missile, the super long, slow, moldy, the thing you were warning about.
Nope. There was a follow-up. This one was only doing Mach 1.1 at impact, but Moldy, he's definitely out of energy from defending the previous two missiles. So Alamo now sitting at a deficit of 3 to 5.
Generic fired an ER on Valkyr. Is it tracking? It's not tracking, it's trashed. They're regrouping. They're regrouping their flight.
Yeah, it looks like
they got to regroup right
Cookie.
here. Get together.
Yeah, Cookie and Mirzan. Why is... Oh, Mirzan's defending an SC-10. Looks like Cookie's setting up for a high-speed pass here. Dalva pressing Dundun to the southeast with no backup from his team members.
There's a problem, Rez. And the problem is, the only Fox 3 is Rio.
Well, Rio is...
He has one Fox 3. That's it. And there's one on Valkyr. Yep.
Is Mirzan? What is...
He's going deep to... He's
disengaging?
Yep, he's doing depth. So Mirzan is pulling back to give it depth. Prez is pushing on Valkyr. Valkyr has one R-77. There's an ET heading for him, and now he's gone.
Oh, no.
ET SD-10 launch.
Yeah, double shots. One from Generic, one from Dundun. Both on Rio.
Rio's last 120 is tracking Generic. Rio gets hit. Will Generic get away? He's got a 120 on his butt. Generic gets hit. He's out of there.
Generic is down.
2v3.
Just as Dalva was following up the shot.
So, Rez, I know you don't have the mission running.
Yeah, I can't see him.
Dalva has one AIM-9. That's it.
Dalva, I don't know if he sees Prez, but I think Prez sees him. They're going head to head right now.
Dalva fires a Fox 2. Prez doesn't see it. Prez is hit. Pieces of Prez are falling off. I can't tell if Prez is down or not. He is inverted. He's very badly damaged.
I lost him on TAC view, so
yeah, I've got him on the side screen.
Dalva
here.
and Dun looking to potentially merge here. I don't know if they see each other yet.
Yeah, Dun firing an ER on something. What is he firing an ER on? Dun firing ER across the map. He doesn't. Yep, Dun is not watching his Russian RWR. He's fighting with Murzad. He doesn't know that there's Cookie coming up behind him.
Turning right below Dalva. Dalva doesn't know where he is either. Cookie pressing him from his 6.
And Cookie has 2 Fox 2s still. There's a Fox 2 launch. Dun fires an R73. He's hit. And Cookie survives. This goes to Garuda.
Okay. That was
intense.
That yeah.
That was intense.
That was a good match.
Hell of an effort by by Team Alamo. They came back. They flew an airframe they don't normally fly, and they put in a hell of a fight. I don't know, Rez, what are your thoughts?
No, that was a good match. Yeah. You know, at the beginning of the match, man, I don't know. Like, I don't know when the tides really turned. You know, because
let's rewind.
They lost Maligator on first pass. And they got equaled back out.
Yeah, I'm just replaying the TAC view right now at 5x speed from the beginning here. Just watching all the movements.
And then losing Metro Man.
Yeah. It was an early set of trades here.
Yeah. Sizzle equaled out, and then they got True. And then they were just able to keep pushing the advantage with follow-up loss of Moldy. The 120.
A hell of a fight. Holy crap.
Yeah. Yeah, good fight. Wow. Yeah, that if you watch when Moldy got hit, that was you know, he starts his initial defense at 9,000, and he pushes up to 16,000 at Mach 0.8. Starts coming around at Mach 0.9 to get energy, and he was just in the turn. I think he was blind on that 120 that got him, because he had 1 on his 6 that was pretty close. So that was probably the seeker head that his RWR was telling him about, and then he was blind to the other 120 in a turn. Mm-hmm. So, and that other 120 was pretty much, I mean, it was almost dead. It was at impact on Mach 1.1.
It was a tough fight. While we're waiting, any questions for Indonesia Forever? Someone wrote. Money was on Alamo.
Yeah, a lot of people were leaning towards Alamo at 45%. Garuda at 39%, so not that much of a differential there.
Pretty close, pretty close. I'm going to see if I can get Prez in here for an early interview.
Yeah.
And because I probably should get out to organize our crazy people.
Yeah, we've got 30 minutes to flight, so...
Yeah. And I should warm up as well. Is Team Garuda going to be upset if I don't stream?
What are you talking about? You're warming up right now, dude.
Ah!
Great. Forward air controller airborne practice, right?
There you go, there you go. Where's Prez? Where's Prez? Get in here. I'm just messaging, asking folks to just hop on for the interview if they can. Because I gotta go fly.
SATAC season kind of feels like the 2022 FIFA World Cup.
Oh, yeah.
All the comments.
Mr. Prez!
There we go.
Mr. Prez.
What's up?
The Prezmeister.
How are you doing today?
I woke up 2 hours earlier than I normally do to play this match.
Hey, you don't play DCS. You live DCS.
Yeah.
I feel your pain though, man. This is pretty early.
I woke up way too early to stream this. Hey, Prez. So I've got TAC View, the other team's RTBing. You guys did a fantastic job. For not being a flanker team, you guys came in, kicked some serious ass, and you made it look good. You made it pretty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that second round is pretty exemplary of what we should be doing. That first round was not at all, and then the third round, people just started getting picked off randomly.
Yeah, Moldy, I felt bad for him. He just got into a low energy state, and he was beating 120 and just turned blind to a second one that was coming in. So
yeah, and it's not like we know because the J11 RWR sucks. So like we've had in trainings, or we've had in scrimmages before where people would die because the opponent, like they would have defeated one missile and then a second missile would be coming in and just seamlessly overtake the other one, and they just never notice.
Yep.
Yeah.
It works like that. I had a question for you right in here, and this is something you're gonna have to debrief with your team. But this moment here, there was when I thought that you guys were gonna do some mopping up here when the enemy team started getting low on missiles, because flanker is king in that close range. What did you guys? How were the comms? What was happening? Were the guys talking to each other?
Yeah, we were trying to delouse the whole time.
Yep.
This issue here where I died is because the flank, like I would detect him. He was flying so low, and so I would detect him momentarily trying to delouse, but then he would get outside of my scan zone immediately, and so I could never pick him up. Like I was actually locking up Dun Dun sooner than I was locking up this guy, and then he just turns, locks me up via data link, I assume, and then shoots me through the clouds with an AIM-9M because there's no IR blocking. I mean, I killed a guy through the clouds with an ET, which I shouldn't be able to do, but
yeah.
Yeah,
this guy was definitely sneaking in low, and you were looking down on him. I guess he spotted you at the last second and sent that AIM-9 through.
Yeah.
And then right here, how was Dun Dun's situational awareness? Because he must have been overwhelmed because it was pretty intense there.
I don't know. I don't know. We whenever we get down to one person, we stop talking to let the last guy concentrate.
Awesome. Now, did you know that Team Garuda scored an AIM-7 home on jam kill on one of their guys?
Yes, we saw.
Yeah. So, But I mean, Dun Dun.
Wasn't that
You
a
know,
team kill?
that was a team kill. Yep.
Yeah. We no, I mean, from the second round, you could tell like we know exactly how to shoot the missiles in the J11, but you know, obviously it's an issue in the team to not respect the MAR. Like I know Sizzle died in the third round because he was trying to delouse and he just pressed in too close. I took a shot. Same thing with Generic. It's really hard to because we have all these numbers, but you have to. We typically do everything in Imperial.
Yep.
And with different sensors, and so you know, trying to transfer all of that knowledge over to a completely different platform. We can do the same tactics and whatnot, which is what we do, but you know, the poor RWR and then changing the entire the measurement metric is tough in the moment, especially in the competitions. But as you can see, like you know, our shots were very very good. You know. Whenever we did get kills, it was a pretty confident. We were pretty confident in the missile to get the kill, I'll say.
Absolutely. No, solid flying, Prez and Rez. But yeah, great work, Prez. I think you did a fantastic job. You guys are not a flanker team, and as soon as I saw you in all J11s, I said, hell has frozen over. And you warmed it up with those afterburners and those missiles, man. Good work.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I mean, we were gonna fly J11s in the very first match of the tournament that we fought in, but you know, our team had a moral quandary as far as implementation of the SD10 onto the J11 in the game, so we chose not to in case any problems arose later. But the tournament organizers seemed to not care. So we just said, it's whatever. We're just going to fly the absolute best jet in the tournament because it's a competitive tournament. So, you know, why not fly the best jet?
And it worked. It worked.
Didn't.
Well, on round 2, you guys were just smoking. So, I mean, round 3,
Yeah.
I think there was a few, you know, first pass deaths and such, but I think you guys did a fantastic job.
Well, I think the only first pass death was Prez got shot on Maligator.
I killed somebody
that was
first
the only-
pass in
Yep.
round 3.
Yeah.
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 Yep, that was the only first pass death. So yeah, well done.
Rez, thank you for fabulous flying. I think you've got one more match, right? Who are you fighting
but
next?
We're fighting FTQ next.
Okay, when's that scheduled for?
Next month.
Awesome.
Okay.
Well, hit me up. We'll take your flankers for practice because I got smacked by an SD10 our last round against ECM. So those SD10s, man, gotta respect them.
Mm-hmm.
To the face. All right, well, we're gonna watch the Garuda team land, and then I'm gonna bust out Prez. Thanks for flying, and thanks for bringing out the flankers.
Yep. Thank you for streaming.
All right, man, take it easy.
Yep. See you.
Bye.
Yeah.
And is Garuda guy gonna land without his landing gear, or is he just showing off? No, there's the landing gear. There's the landing gear.
Yeah. Landing gear and flaps or flares.
If somebody lands in the next 5 minutes, I will give them. I should be like, I'll give them a module. Like, somebody land. I want to go. Stop going up.
I always love it when it goes to the third round, but I never make time for it either. So
Oh yeah, no, that was intense. We'll
yeah, it was a good fight.
keep a camera on Murazan here. I didn't get a feedback from Eagle from their squad as to the interview. I will probably accept their excellent flying as an interview itself.
Mm-hmm.
While I attach my joystick here and get ready for our match, because we're a couple of piles short, so I gotta go deal with all those politics.
Yeah, I mean,
You know, for those who are watching, if you have not been in a competition team and you haven't competed, even if you're just doing it for fun, kind of like we do it in Red Star, it is still a lot of organization, a lot of planning, a lot of work. So, Prez, Eagle,
yep.
you know, it's impressive the amount of work you guys put in, and especially SATAC.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah,
I mean, we've got
51st.
3 matches today. Like next 2 matches coming up are Alpha Gator streaming 45th versus BFG, and Airshow is streaming PTF versus us. So go check out either of those streams. Support the streamers.
And join the SATAC Discord for more channels where you can watch these matches, because all the teams' events are posted. I don't have Alpha Gator's URL here close at hand for Twitch. Do you have
Alpha's in chat. Alpha, you want to post a link to your stream in the chat?
There's a guy named Alfie Gator. I think I found him. Small time streamer, big time dreamer.
Alpha?
I don't think that's him.
I don't know. I think Alpha Gator. I think that's the same Alpha Gator that's in chat right now.
All right, well, there you go. Murazan has landed successfully. I thought he had a wingman. I thought there was 2 aircraft coming in. Cookie is way in the back at 65% RPM. Guys, I appreciate everybody who's watching. Plasma has to bust out. This victory in round 3 does go to Team Garuda, who flew against Alamo. And on this one, I'm going to have to end the stream. And make sure you switch over across to Alpha Gator or over to Airshow for the next set of fights. 45th and PTF and Red Star flying in 15 minutes. Plasma